All right, welcome back to WMAC Now with your host Chuck Stevenson, coming at you with a special fight preview. So we're going to London, England for Bellator 281. We've got 3 ladies bouts coming up on this fight card. Each of them offers a little bit of something for everyone. Got a striker versus grappler battle, a pair of all-rounders, and then we've got a pair of uh, actually, we have another striker versus grappler battle, but one of those strikers is also very good grappler herself. So, which should make things extra interesting. So, first up, we're going to the strawweight division. Chiara Penco taking on Lanciana Green. The Italian, the beastly Barbie Penco coming in at 6-3. Uh, Mean Green coming in at 4-1. Now, as you can see there, Penco coming off a win preceded by a loss, whereas Green, on the other hand, is coming in off of a loss preceded by a win. So each fighter looking to make their name there. For Lanciana Green, this is actually going to be her Bellator debut, so she's looking to make a name for herself here and recover from that recent loss. Looks like Green is the elder fighter, 32-26 for Penco. Honestly, I've been following Penco for a few years now. I'm still surprised that she's that young. Whereas Green, not surprised at that age. You might remember her. She was from the second season of Ultimate Fighter that featured the strawweights. It was like a mix of, I believe, light heavyweight men and strawweight women, where she wasn't signed on to the UFC at the time and has been on the UK regional scene ever since. Looks like Green is slightly taller, 5 feet 5 inches, 165 centimeters to 5 feet 4 inches, 163 centimeters for Penco. No reach listed for Lanciana Green. Penco is listed at 66 inches, 168 centimeters. Oop. So this is the classic striker versus grappler battle. Penco, pretty nicely proficient on the ground. Green is a bit of a Muay Thai stylist and got some very nice technique from Lanciana Green. So really, this all comes down to the takedowns of Penco and the takedown defense of Lanciana Green. Now, I like the striking of Green. She might be able to keep Penco out at the edge of her strikes, but I got to be honest. As soon as Penco gets on the inside, I think she's going to get the takedown. Lanciana Green just not very good takedown defense. And from there, Penco's going to get her down and start working for, the sub, or at least, on the ground and pound and whatnot. So I'll be honest, I think Penco is going to take this one. She's been doing a little bit better. She's been facing slightly better, better competition than Lanciana Green has in the UK circuit. So I'm going to go with Chiara Penco to win this one. I'll say by submission. Then we move on to a flyweight bout. Kate Jackson, hometown girl, taking on Alina Kalianido of Greece. Been a while since we've seen Kate Jackson. She, challenged then flyweight champion Elimele McFarlane for the title, came up short, and then a little bit after that, took on Denise Kielholtz and got basically murdered by Kielholtz. Kalianido, she's actually coming in off of her, I believe it was her first win in Bellator via heel hook 7 months ago, and been a lot more active since then. And she's going to look to get her second Bellator win, while Kate Jackson looks to get back on track. Kate Jackson, I should also mention, was on the same season of The Ultimate Fighter as Chiara Penco, so this is a bit of a reunion for those two. Anyway, taking a look at the stats here, Jackson coming in at 11-5-1. Gunnar Calianado coming in at 8-4. Like I said, Jackson coming in off of those 2 straight losses. Last fought a year and 7 months ago, where she got just demolished by Denise Kielholtz pretty early in the fight. Whereas Calianado last fought 7 months ago against Petra Chaskova in Bellator, getting her first win, like I said, by heel hook. Before that, though, she had 2 straight losses in Bellator, and a long distance between both those fights and then those 2 fights and her most recent fight. Calianado is the younger fighter here by 12 years. She's 23, while Jackson is 35. They are the same height, 5 feet 6 inches, 167 centimeters, while Jackson has a slight reach advantage, 67 inches, 170 centimeters to 66.1 inch, 168 centimeters for Elena Calianado. I'm going to take Kate Jackson here. She hasn't fought in a while, and that ring rust could play a favor for Elena Calianado. But you look at who they fought, how they've done against each other, and this is actually a pretty even fight because they both have wins over okay opponents, and they both have losses to okay opponents too. Now, granted, Jackson's 2 most recent losses have come over top level opponents, but they were over. But the most recent one was over a year and a half ago. So this is a really hard one to pick because Calianado's fresher, whereas at least Jackson has some high level experience even at a loss. This is a tough one to call. Flip a coin. I'm going to go with Kate Jackson. You know, the fight's in her home country. She's got the motivation for that. And at 35 years old, she's got to have that motivation because this could be her final push here. At 35, she knows she's got to make a good run of it if she ever wants to get back to title contention and get to a title shot. For Calianado, it's just she has too much mixed results against so-so competition, whereas at least like some of the fighters that Kate Jackson has beaten in Bellator were decent opponents. So I'm going to go Kate Jackson here. And finally, we have on the main card a flyweight bout. Denise Kielholtz taking on Kana Watanabe. And honestly, this kind of seems like a setup fight to get Denise Kielholtz back on the winning track after her first loss in quite a while. Just because of what happened to Kana Watanabe in her last bout. This kind of seems like a gimme for Kielholtz in Europe, where she'll be in friendly territory. But we'll have to see. Anyway, let's take a look at the stats on this one. Miss Dynamite, Kielholtz coming in at 6-3. Watanabe coming in at 10-1-1. Both are coming in off of a loss. For Kielholtz, it was via split decision to Juliana Velasquez, the then champion, 9 months ago. Very close fight. Before that, she was on a nice win streak over Bria Sengel, Christina Williams, Kate Jackson. Not a bad, okay, I won't say a good win streak. It was a decent win streak, considering, she isn't that experienced in MMA. For Watanabe, she got demolished in her last bout. She got standing TKO'd by Liz Carmouche. When was the last time Liz Carmouche had a TKO? I'd have to look it up, but it was years ago. Before that, she was, undefeated. Other than a draw, she was undefeated. And as for Bellator, she had a win over Alara Joani. That was over 2 years ago. And then last fought, beat Alejandra Lara via split decision. That was a year and a month ago. Looking at the age, they're the same age, 33 years old. Watanabe has a nice height advantage there, 5 feet 6 inches, 167 centimeters to 5 feet 3 inches, 160 centimeters for Kielholtz. But they have look at the reach here. The reach is identical, 66 inches, 168 centimeters. So either Kielholtz has really long arms or broad shoulders. Something's going on there, or maybe Watanabe just has short arms. I think it's actually that. I think Watanabe has short arms, which kind of belies her height. But should still favor Watanabe as far as the height and length goes because of the height advantage. So, like I was saying, I kind of view this as a bit of a gimme fight for Kielholtz to get back on the winning track. Now, that's not to say that Watanabe can't get in there and take her down. We all know what Watanabe is about. She's about the judo. Here's the thing, though. Kielholtz also pretty high level judo. Not quite as high level as Watanabe, but high enough that she should be able to hold her own in the clinch and on the ground if she gets taken there. Here's the thing, though. Watanabe has to get close enough to get to the clinch. And that's where the problems are going to come in, because she's got to go through one of the hardest hitters in all of the women's flyweight division. Kielholtz is called Miss Dynamite for a reason. She can crack. She can crack. And she was a kickboxing champion before, she made the full-time conversion to MMA. She had a great kickboxing record. Comes out of, Holland. So she has the Dutch kickboxing style. And Watanabe has no striking defense. She has no defense. She has no head movement. Her chin is out there to get hit. That's just a bad formula to be taking on a striker the level of Denise Kielholtz, who not only strikes fast, she strikes in combinations, and she's accurate, and her timing is solid. I won't say that Watanabe stands no chance. It's just that it's slim to me. She's got to get this to the ground, and she's got to do work, and she's got to do it early. The longer she stays on the feet, the more in danger she gets. But my pick's going to be Denise Kielholtz via TKO. You know me, I normally only just pick a winner. I don't pick method. But I'm taking Denise Kielholtz via TKO again. I think she's going to find that button on Watanabe. If Liz Carmouche could find it, Miss Dynamite definitely can find it. So I'm going with Denise Kielholtz. So anyway, those are my thoughts on Bellator 281. Goes down this Friday, May 13th in London. You can catch it. If you're in the U.S., the prelims will be on YouTube and the main card will be on Showtime. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on the bouts in the comments down below. If you liked the video, please give it a like, share it as well, help spread the word. And while you're at it, don't forget to subscribe to WMAC Now, the best, most complete women's mixed martial arts dedicated platform on YouTube. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.